Can I sue for a dog bite injury in New York? Hello and welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to talk about something many people don't think about until it happens: dog bites. If you have been bitten by a dog in New York, you might be wondering, can I sue for a dog bites injuries? Well, you are in the right place to find out all the answers. We will walk you through the process of pursuing a dog bites lawsuit. The law is in New York and what you can expect. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of your rights and how to move forward if you are a victim of a dog bite injury. Imagine walking down the street, minding your own business, when suddenly a dog lunges at you and bites you. You are left with painful injuries, medical bills, and a lot of questions. One of the most important questions is, who is responsible for the injuries, and can you sue? Stick around to find out everything you need to know about dog bites injuries and how you can take action in New York. First is understanding dog bite injuries. Let's start by understanding what constitutes a dog bite injury. A dog bite occurs when a dog uses its teeth to punctures or tear the skin, leading to physical harm. Dog bites can happen in many ways, whether it is a bite from a pet you know or a dog that is unfamiliar to you. The injuries can range from mild to severe, including puncture wounds, lacerations, infection, or even more serious injuries like nerve damage. In addition to the physical harm, dog bite can also lead to emotional distress and trauma, particularly if the attack was unprovoked or particularly frightening. If you have been bitten by a dog, it is important to seek medical attention right away, even if the injuries seem minor, to avoid infection or other complications. Second is dog bites law in New York. Now that we understand dog bites injuries, let's talk about the legal side. In New York, the law surrounding dog bites are governed by both state and local regulations. The key things to know is that New York follow a strict liability rules when it's come to dog bites. What this means is that the owners of a dog is typically responsible for any injuries caused by their dogs, even if they did not know the dog was dangerous or had a history of aggression. So, if you are bitten by a dog, you may not have to prove the dog owners was negligent or know about the dog's violent tendency. Simply proving that the dog is bite you can be enough to hold the owners liable for your injuries. However, there are exceptions. For example, if you were trespassing on the dog's owner property or provoking the dog in some way, the owner might not be held liable. The dog owner may also argue that you were somehow responsible for the bite. Third is, when can you sue for a dog bites in New York? Now, let's dive into when and how you can sue for a dog bites injuries. To insure for a dog bite injury in New York, you need to show that the dog owner was responsible for the bite. This involves proving that the dog was under the owner's control and the owners failed to take reasonable steps to prevent the injury. If the dog was on a leash or under control and you were bitten without provocation, the owner could be liable for your injuries. However, if the dog was off leash or not properly restricted and the attack happened on public property, the owner might be responsible. You can file a civil lawsuit against the dog owners for damage, which may include medical bills, pain and suffering, lost wage if you were unable to work, and emotional distress. In some cases, if the attack was especially severe or the dog owner was negligent, you may also seek punitive damage, which are designed to punish the dog owner for their behavior. And fourth is proving liability in a dog bite case. Let's talk about how you prove liability in a dog bite case. Well, New York follow a strict liability rules. It is still important to gather evidence to strengthen your case. Here are some things that can help you prove your case. First is photograph of the injuries. Take picture of the dog bites and any visible wounds. Medical records. Keep a detailed records of the medical treatment you received for the bite. Witness. If anyone witnessed the attack, get their contact information. Their testimony could be visuals. And last is dog history. If the dog has attacked before or has a known history of aggression, that can help strengthen your case. Fifth is what to do immediately after a dog bites. So, what should you do if you have been bitten by a dog? Here is a step by step guide. First, get medical attention right away. Even if the bite seems minor, it is important to see a doctor to prevent infections. Clean the wound with soap and water and apply antiseptic if you can. Then documents everything, take photos of the injuries and write down all the detail of the incident. If possible, try to get the dog's owner's contact information and any witnesses information as well. 6 is time limit for filing a dog bites lawsuit in New York. It's important to know that there are time limits for filing a dog bites lawsuit in New York. The statutes of limitation for a personal injury case, including dog bite injuries, is generally 3 years from the date of the injuries. That means you have 3 years to file a lawsuit or you risk losing the rights to seek compensations. And 7 is can you sue for a dog bites if the dog has never bitten before? One common question is what if the dog has never bitten anyone before? In New York, it does not matter if the dog has a history of aggression or not. As long as the dog bites you and you can prove the owner's responsibility, you can file a lawsuit. That is the benefits of New York strict liability rules. It does not matter whether the owners knew the dog was dangerous. Hiring a lawyer for your dog bite case. Now you might be wondering, should you hire a lawyer for dog bite case? The answer is it depends. If your injuries are minor and the dog's owner is clearly responsible, you might be able to handle the case on your own. However, if the injuries are severe, if the dog owner disputes liability, or if there are complications with your case, hiring a personal injury lawyer with experience in dog bite case can make a huge difference. To wrap up, if you have been bitten by a dog in New York, you do have legal option. You may be able to file a lawsuit and get compensation for your medical expenses, pain and suffering. Make sure you act quickly and gather all necessary evidence to support your case. If you are unsure about the process or need help, don't hesitate to reach out to an experienced personal injury lawyer who can guide you through the steps. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to our channels for more legal insights, and share this video with anyone who might need to know their rights after a dog bites. Stay safe and we will see you in the next videos.